My name is Tony Litt. I'm the MD of Sunrise Radio, and it's my immense pleasure to bring you the official Sunrise Radio podcast. We are the #1 commercial Asian station in the United Kingdom, with many firsts to our name, and we continue to be the voice of British Asians who have given us their love and loyalty over 30 years. It's a legacy we cherish and a responsibility that we don't take lightly. Our aim has always been to entertain the listeners with the best of Bollywood and Bhangra, while also addressing their concerns. A real voice for the community, a vibrant community, and a great nation. We are proud to be British and Asian. This podcast is a compilation of some of the things we do on the station, with a stellar lineup of presenters who each have their own personality and style. It's entertaining, informative, engaging, and we hope you will enjoy it here as a podcast if you are unable to tune in to the radio. Don't forget to subscribe and tell your family and friends about this podcast, and do leave us a comment on what you think. We'd love to hear from you. All the best always. Team Sunrise.
The UK's biggest station mix. Sunrise Radio.
Hey, my name is Shabnam Sahi. Welcome to the official Sunrise Radio podcast. I'm on your radio weekdays from 9 a.m. to 12 noon. If you've heard the show, you know what to expect from it. But here are some exciting, interesting Bollywood stories that you may have missed. This time round, served up as part of our official Sunrise Radio podcast. Enjoy. You know, there are some iconic films from the past that seem to crop up on the Bollywood radar every 5 years or so as part of juicy gossip. Completely unfounded rumors. Like in fans of these cult films and franchises, they are so deeply invested in them that they hope and pray कि at least some of the rumors तो सच हो, भगवान, please. For example, हर 5-6 साल बाद ना बॉलीवुड में एक रूमर फैलता है कि someone is planning either a sequel or a new updated version of Amir, Salman, Ravina and Karishma's cult comedy Andaz Apna Apna, right? This rumor has come and gone only about 2 million times. It hasn't happened yet. Similarly, Farhan Akhtar finally making Dawn 3. This is a standard headline every 2-3 years. And each time we are given to believe that part 3 of this spectacular successful franchise is just round the corner. बस अभी बनने ही वाली है. आज बनेगी कल. Guess what? That speculation about Dawn 3 raging again like a Californian wildfire. And this time we've been told that Farhan really wants to up his game. And he wants to make the two Dawns come face to face. Imagine that. The original Dawn from 1978, Amitabh Bachchan, as well as the Dawn from the two mega slick successful spin-offs, Mr. Shah Rukh Khan. Both caught up in a web of lies and deceit, both trying to outsmart each other. I mean, if that works, that is box office gold, right? But of course, Farhan being Farhan, he wishes to add another spice to the Dawn story. मतलब इतना काफी नहीं है to get Mr. Bachchan and Mr. Khan in the same film. No. It is also rumored that Ranveer Singh could have a very special cameo in the film. And we know that Ranveer is capable of smashing it even in a cameo, as he did in Suryavanshi. Of course, none of this is confirmed, and we don't know if it will happen, when it is likely to happen. But we are pinning our hopes and dreams on the fact that it will happen. Bhagwan, इस जन्म मिल जाए जो उसे अगले जन्म में न फेर करी. Please, huh? Brahmastra Part 1 Shiva. This may be India's highest grossing film of 2022 so far. But there's a lot of chatter surrounding the numbers and the figures that people are quoting. Whether it is box office collections or the budget of the film, Brahmastra has clearly had a mixed response. Ye to aap manenge, right? Those who love it, those who don't. Now, the merits of the actual story that Ayan Mukherjee has meticulously created, those may be up for debate. Lekin Ranbir Kapoor felt the need to make a comment on the numbers that people in the press have been quoting. Of course, Kangana Ranaut, she has been throwing daggers at the film saying, how can it be a hit yaar when it was made on a budget of 650 crores and it has recovered less than half of that? How can you call it a hit? So Ranbir Kapoor saying, not specifically to Kangana, but of course to all critics, he says, look, these days we are reading a lot where people are discussing the budget of the film. People are saying this much is the budget, this much is the recovery. But Brahmastra is unique, where the budget is not just for one film, but for the entire trilogy. So the assets we have created for the film, like the fire VFX or the effects of other superpowers, they will be used in 3 films. So it's not like the figures floating around, whether it's 100 rupees or 200 rupees, it is correct. It is completely wrong. The economics of the film is not like the economics of any other film that has been made in the industry. Now we can easily go into parts 2 and 3 because with part 1, Ayan has learned how to make this kind of film. In other words, Ranbir Kapoor, are you trying to say that the same VFX, we shall have to jello it in part 2 and 3 as well? Brahma, आप ही बचा सकते हैं अब तो. कुछ सुना आपने? Writer-director Anis Bazmi, he seems to be the man of the moment with a success like Bhool Bhulaiya 2 to his credit. Now, he has given Kartik Aaryan wings to fly and carve out a niche for himself, as well as being the most hotly pursued writer-director in Bollywood right now. You know what they say? Nothing succeeds like success. So true. So the film fraternity and film fans have been waiting to see what Anis Bazmi does next. और सुनने में आया है कि Anis Bazmi has partnered Z Studios and Vishal Rana for an action comedy which doesn't have a title yet. Now the film hopes to release next year and the buzz around this is palpable. Z Studios ke CBO Sharik Patel says, "We are happy to partner with Anis. It is the concept that appeal instantly and I'm excited to bring the story to the audiences. I'm sure his expertise in making a film that appeals to the masses and Z Studios' strong distribution network will put forth a successful association." Writer-director Anis Sahab khud kehte hain ki after the success of Bhool Bhulaiya 2, I want to give our audience an even bigger dose of entertainment and this time it will be a larger-than-life action comedy. I'm very happy to team up with Z, Vishal Rana and Rohini Vakil for the project. This will be something that the Indian audiences have never seen before. You know, so far so good. जैसे ही कोई ये कहता है ना, never seen before, इस expression से मुझे बहुत डर लगता है. अरे, how do you know what we have seen and we haven't seen, right? The Oscars debate has now been put to rest. Maybe you know this already. Which Indian film deserves to be the official representative, the official entry to the Oscars next year? Well, contrary to expectations, it is neither RRR nor is it the Kashmir Files. But of course, it is Akshay's Prithvi Raj. Of course not, I'm kidding. It's not Prithvi Raj. It is a Gujarati film by Pan Nalin titled Chhelo Show, which translates to Last Film Show. Now, after the announcement, an absolutely ecstatic Pan Nalin tweeted yesterday, OMG, what a night this is going to be. Gratitude to Film Federation of India and thank you FFI jury members. Thank you for believing in Chhelo Show. Now I can breathe again and believe in cinema that entertains, inspires and enlightens. And you know, they also released a little official write-up, giving us the background to the film for those of us who haven't seen it. It says, the Gujarati language coming-of-age drama has captured the hearts of critics and audiences across the world and will now release in theatres in Gujarat and in select screens across the country in India on the 14th of October. Inspired by director Pan Nalin's own memories of falling in love with the movies as a child in rural Gujarat, Last Film Show or Chhelo Show is set at the cusp of the digital revolution and it follows a 9-year-old boy's who is ensnared by the magic and science of light and shadow that lies behind a celluloid film projection. Maneuvering through both social pressures and economic precarity, he pursues his passion for the film show with single-minded devotion, oblivious to the technological upheaval that is hurtling towards him. It is an authentic, organic, emotionally charged drama set around films, food, and friends. That sounds like a potent combination. My favorite combination, films, food, and friends. I can almost hear it, can't you? And the Oscar goes to... Of course, they don't say Oscars. The Oscar goes to... If that happens, what a moment it's going to be for India. Oof. Now, when we compare the world of OTT with a big screen experience, when we seek out the plus points of both mediums, आपने notice किया है कि variety and cutting-edge content are the two things that all of us associate with OTT. Now, I'm not saying OTT isn't cluttered with a lot of rubbish. Of course it is. But a majority of the big productions on Indian as well as global streaming platforms, they try and push the envelope. They try and bring a fresh perspective to the same old, same old. Hit ya miss, that's another story. But content on OTT tends to be more adventurous, tends to be less constricted by formula, which is a good thing. Now, streaming platforms have one more advantage. You know what that is? Because the financial risks are comparatively smaller than making a full-fledged film, a lot of actors and actresses from the past are now resurrecting their career. No, they are not trying to compete with 16-year-olds, mercifully, but they are finding age-appropriate stories that give them something substantial to do. Madhuri Dixit in the Fame Game, that is a prime example of a much-loved, mega-successful former Bollywood diva returning for her second innings, playing the odd character here and there, guesting on TV talent shows, blah, 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 but suddenly finding a platform, OTT, and a willing audience to be given a prime role in a drama thriller like The Fame Game. Of course, Madhuri is not the only one. The floodgates have now opened. Juhi Chawla, Aisha Julka, Shefali Shah, Bhagyashree, all these actresses are now finding the courage to make their OTT debut. Confident that if their role is well etched, if the production values are high, their age is not going to be a barrier anymore. And that marriage, motherhood, even a full retirement, it shouldn't necessarily be the end of an acting career. Want to know which other leading actress from the 90s is poised to floor us with a social drama? Rahiye na mere saath. Aapko bataungi very soon. So after Shefali Shah in Delhi Crime and Darlings, etc., Sushmita Sen in Aryan, Juhi Chawla and Aisha Julka in Hush Hush, get ready for Raveena Tandon to take center stage in a social drama titled Patna Shukla. Now, this will be bankrolled by Arbaz Khan Productions. Raveena is already killing it on social media. We know that, right? I mean, those Insta reels, loved by a crazy number of fans. And Raveena's putting in the odd appearance here and there in films like KGF 2 that allow her the kind of artistic freedom Bollywood rarely ever gives its heroines. And by that, I mean the liberty to express their shades of grey, of course. Sirf baalon ki baat nahi kar rahi hu. Character mein express their shades of grey. Raveena's had so much fun playing these layered characters, and she seems more than ready, I think, to shoulder this social drama curiously titled Patna Shukla. Patna is a place, as we all know, it is the capital of Bihar. Shukla is a name. So producer Arbaz Khan says exactly that. He says, see, it's a social drama, and because we are known for making hardcore masala films, my phone hasn't stopped ringing. People are saying, "Arey, ye kaisi film hai?" But he's saying, believe me, Patna Shukla has all the ingredients that the Indian audience wants to watch. It is being made, yes, it is a social drama, it is being made with the masses in mind. And then he says, get ready to see Raveena in a never-seen-before avatar. Even when she was at the peak of her career while doing hardcore masala movies, Raveena never turned her back on meaningful cinema. Patna Shukla is the perfect example of pure cinema meeting entertainment. Now, the ensemble also includes Satish Kaushik, Manav Vij, Chandan Roy Sanyal, Jatin Goswami and Anushka Kaushik. Now, how do you turn a lifelong foe into a firm friend? Ask R. Balki. No, seriously, he knows. I'll tell you why. So let's just shed some light first on director R. Balki's upcoming film titled Chup. Now, this is supposed to be a somewhat unique thriller. Balki calls it a thinly veiled homage to Guru Dutt. Why Guru Dutt? Because Guru Dutt Sahab, he made unforgettable gems like Pyasa, Kagaz Ke Phool. But the commercial failure of these films that Guru Dutt produced, directed and starred in, that left him a broken man. He was shattered, disillusioned. He sadly died a very tragic death at the age of 39. And it is this fragile relationship between art, artist and critic. That is what forms the crux of R. Balki's Chup, Revenge of the Artist. Sunny Deol, Pooja Bhatt, Dulquer Salman, they star in prominent roles. Dulquer Salman is enjoying a grand run at the box office right now with the success of Sita Ramam. And when R. Balki told him about Chup, he connected with the idea immediately because he said, look, being stars, being public figures, we are criticized all the time. He says that, I actively seek out negative comments or criticism because it drives me to keep working harder and do even better. And it actually influences me, influences my choice of film. And then he says, having said that, when I read these comments, sometimes I screenshot them, sometimes in my notes on my phone, I write strongly worded replies, but of course, I never end up sending or posting any of those. Now, Chup is co-written by Balki. It is also written by Rishi Virmani, who wrote Ki and Ka, and the film critic Raja Sen. He's part of the writing team as well. And Raja Sen, film critic, was once Balki's harshest critic. Now he is a dear friend. How did that happen? So Balki says, You know, I brought Raja into the picture to gain some perspective and balance from a critic's point of view. Rather than being a one-sided chat, I wanted to understand the difficulties and the frustrations that critics experience. And he said that, you know, when I invited Raja to be a part of the writing team, that is when I realized कि यार इसने तो मुझे सबसे ज़्यादा गालियाँ दी हैं. You know, इसने तो मेरे फिल्मों को सबसे ज़्यादा criticize किया. You know, so it is a beautiful experience, he says, to sit with the person you really want to kill. But then he also says that now we have forged a deep connection and we have a fascinating friendship which only developed while we were making this film. I think for that reason alone, we must watch Chup, right? Sunny Deol slowly emerging from a long period of hibernation, and his first prominent role in a new avatar is going to be in the film that we just talked about, R. Balki's next film, Chup, Revenge of the Artist. Now, this is out on the 23rd of the month, which is in 2 days' time. Calling R. Balki a focused and driven man who is very precise in his work, Sunny Deol recently told the press how the entire shoot of Chup was wrapped in 45 days. And you know, this degree of discipline on set gives the actors a lot of clarity. R. Balki's Chup also has Pooja Bhatt and Dulquer Salman. Meanwhile, one of Sunny Deol's biggest films, Gadar Ek Prem Katha, this is hoping to roll out a successful sequel very soon, over 20 years after the original Gadar came out. Confident that the sequel does full justice to the original story. Sunny Deol कहते हैं कि maybe we should release the original Gadar one more time so fans can relive that magic and see why it touched so many hearts. Now, एक बात तो हम जानते हैं that Gadar would have been a much, much bigger blockbuster if it hadn't come out at the same time as Amir Khan's Lagan, which overshadowed practically anything else that came out that year in 2001, right? And although Amir and Sunny have never spoken about this officially and they have always wished each other the best, maybe this desire to release Gadar one more time before the sequel emerges, maybe this is Sunny Deol's way of encouraging a new generation of fans to watch the film and dip into a powerful, beautiful, yet rather troubled chapter of Indian history, when one nation was brutally torn into two in 1947. That is a backdrop against which Sunny and Amisha's love story was set in Gadar. Remember? A glimpse into Tara Singh and Sakina's world. Part 2 has all the main characters returning, with Anil Sharma back in the director's chair.
You can catch Shabnam Sahi, the ultimate storyteller, weekdays 9 a.m. till 12 noon.
The UK's biggest station mix. Sunrise Radio.
Hi, this is Anushka Arora. As always, lovely to have your company for the Sunrise Radio podcast. And this week, I have another special guest on the show. We are now crossing over to the very wonderful Radhika Apte. Radhika, can you hear me?
Yes, absolutely. Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Good. And how are you?
I'm very well, thank you, Radhika. Thank you so much, firstly, for taking the time out and speaking to us. We're all very excited for September 30th. Tell me, how are you feeling about it all?
I'm very excited, anxious and excited. I hope everybody loves it. The trailer was very well loved. And it's a good time because, after 3 years of pandemic, and it's good to have a film that's coming out in the theatres.
Yes.
So I'm excited.
Absolutely.
And, I hope that everyone likes it.
Same here. Now, Radhika, tell us a little bit about your character in the film.
I can't really reveal much. I play a lawyer and I'm married to the cop in the film, that is Saif. I think that's probably all I should say.
Oh no. Okay, so let's talk about the movie itself though. So Radhika, of course, it's a big ticket movie. How important would you say that this film is in your span of career?
I choose my work in a sort of slightly differently. My strategy is not towards becoming a big star. It's more about what I like and what I believe in. But having said that, I also need commercial viability to sustain work. And this is a perfect blend of the two. I think this is where I agree. I love the sensibility. I love the passion, the project, the subject of the project. What the directors are trying to explore in the film, and it's also a big film. So it's sort of it has both the things have come together after a long time, you know.
Mm-hmm. And you've worked with Saif Ali Khan before in Bazaar and Sacred Games. How was it this time round? Was it like a nice little reunion that you guys had?
Yeah, I mean, I feel very comfortable around him, on screen and off screen. I find him very funny. Mm-hmm. He's a very intelligent man, very well read. So there's always a lot of discussions happening on set. We talk about all kinds of things, and I also love his sense of humor. He's a very straightforward man. He talks what he thinks, and it's always nice to actually, be in the company of people who are very honest, and it is who they are, So, I mean, yeah, I really like working with him.
And what about Hrithik? What's he like to work with?
Again, very, very, very sweet, very hardworking, really hardworking, and so lovely and generous, actually, to the co-actors. So yeah, I mean, I have nothing to complain.
And in terms of the music for this, Radhika, we've of course heard Alcoholia. We've heard the theme tune that came out a few hours ago today as well. Is there anything else in terms of the music that we can hear for this movie?
I mean, yeah, there's some lovely songs in the film, and also I must talk about the trailer, because I think the trailer is so lovely, and it's received so much love from everybody. But trailer and Alcoholia both, actually. So yeah, I think that it's very slick. Everything's very lovely and slick.
Absolutely. And in terms of your forthcoming projects after Vikram Vedha, what can we expect from you?
I have a couple of projects that should release. One is Monica, Oh My Darling with Vasan Bala, and there is another called Mrs. Undercover, which actually is a film quite close to me. Now let's see when that's going to release. And other than that, I have a few projects lined up for next year.
Super. Well, we can't wait. And Radhika, a final message to your listeners here in the UK that are listening to you right now.
I miss London. Apart from that, please go watch our film on the 30th of September, and I really, really hope you like it.
Oh, thank you so much, Radhika. All the best, good luck, and we really, really look forward to seeing you on the big screen soon.
Thank you.
Thank you. Take care. Bye-bye. So there you have it. Radhika Apte, who's going to be seen as a lawyer, like she said, in Vikram Vedha, which is out on September the 30th.
Listen to our Bollywood queen, Anushka Arora, from 12 noon to 4 p.m. weekdays on Sunrise.
It is time to get flirty at 8:30. Let's do this.
Calling all singles. Are you ready to get flirty at 8:30? Message the studio now and let the love doctor of Sunrise help you find love.
That's right, it is flirty at 8:30. Time to help someone find love, and I've got a lovely lady on the phone with me right now. Her name is Safia. Hello, Safia. How you doing? Welcome to the show.
I'm good, thank you. I'm excited.
Oh, me too. It's been a while since I've done this, actually, so it's good to have you on board. And so, just to make sure, of course, I always have to make sure you are genuinely single, right?
I'm genuinely single for a long time.
Oh, well it's a good thing. That means I can help you try and find that special someone. Right, we're just going to have a bit of fun. We call it Flirty at 8:30. I'm going to ask some questions about you. Be as honest as you can. And who knows? Your soulmate could be listening, and if they are listening, if you are, WhatsApp me, and who knows, I could maybe put you both in touch, and wherever it goes then is up to you. But I'd like to ask you a few questions about you then. So firstly, your Safia, if you want to tell people your age, you're more than welcome to, or approximate age, and where you're from.
50, but look younger, I've been told, which is really good. And I'm from Newcastle-on-Tyne, Staffordshire.
Nice. Okay, so you say 50, but like the personality of a 30-year-old, basically, is what you're saying.
Personality-wise, what would I say? I've got a sense of humour.
Yeah, like you got the personality of a 30-year-old, yeah?
Yeah.
And the looks of a 30-year-old. Yeah, of course. Yeah. Oh, I get you.
We'll take that, yeah. I'll take that.
Love it. Absolutely love it. Okay, cool. So my first question to you is, how would your best friends describe you? So if they were here right now and I asked them, describe Safia, what do you think they would say about you?
Always there for them, a kind heart, sense of humour. Oh gosh, when this is hot. Caring, compassionate.
Cool, that's good. That's a good list. I like that. I like that. Caring, compassionate, always there for your friends, kind, funny. Well, I'm going to put that to the test in a moment as well. No, but that is great. Absolutely great. No, but I want to know more, of course, as well. And anyone listening out there might want to know more. What is the one main thing that you hope for in a partner? Like, you know, not such a deal breaker, but like one quality that person must have.
Sense of humour.
I agree with you on this one as well. I think that's just so important, right? You know, you can have the most beautiful person in the world, but you have someone without a sense of humour. Yeah. It's so boring, right?
But that vibe and that energy, you know what I mean? It all just, you know, just is, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, it makes absolutely perfect sense. Right, okay, so next question. What makes you different from all the other 50-somethings out there? All the other 50-something ladies, why are you the most special one in the world?
Oh my gosh. Where do I start? Sorry.
There we go. I love it.
Where do I start? Do you know what I mean? They're just like, there's not enough words. What makes you special? What could I say? Oh gosh. What makes me special? I'm authentic and truly love being who I am.
I love that. Authentic and truly yourself.
Yeah.
I love that. That is a beautiful answer to that. And we all kind of like, I want to know as well, like, if you like Bollywood, right? I assume because you were listening to Sunrise.
God, yeah.
Cool. So imagine you met your perfect partner. What would you serenade them with? What one song would you choose to serenade them with?
Oh my gosh. To serenade him with. Gotta be a classic, hasn't it? Oh gosh, the one from Chandni Ki Raat. That's it.
Oh, okay, cool. That's a beautiful song. That's a very good choice. I like that one.
It's going to be a classic, yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. I like that one. That's a very, very good choice. I think many guys out there will be like, oh, I like that one. And then I think they would. Last but not least, what would a man need to do in order to win over and win your heart? What's one thing he would do? Like, for example, like, do you like flowers, for example? Like, maybe if he brought you flowers or as a regular thing, any one thing that a guy must do in order to win you over?
So is this got to be materialistic, or can it just be like, you know, like not to lie? Just
it could be honest. I mean, it could be something fun. Yeah. It could be something romantic.
Yeah. That is romantic, being honest with somebody as far as I'm concerned. Be honest and just be themselves.
Okay, cool. I like that.
I like flowers too, by the way. Yes. I'm just chucking that in.
I thought so as well. I had a feeling. Right. Okay, cool. Yeah. Let's do a quick recap then of this. So because I think it's important just to remind all the single bachelor men out there who are sort of in that sort of same age bracket, approximately 50, maybe a little bit under, maybe a little bit over, and looking for that special someone. So you're Safia from Newcastle, and
I mean, I don't mind like if somebody's from Manchester. Yeah, I mean, that's not too far. So, yeah.
I got it, right? Yeah. Same kind of area of England, roughly, right?
yeah. Right. I might just do well because, I'm hoping to move that way, so...
Okay, perfect, right. A dude from Manchester. Your best friends would describe you as always there, kind, funny, caring. The one main thing that you hope for in a partner is definitely a sense of humour. What makes you different from the other girls? You're very authentic and you're yourself. You love a bit of Bollywood classic, and that's probably what you would serenade your fella with. And last but not least... what he would need to do to win over your heart is be an honest man, but you also do like a bit of flowers as well. You like flowers?
Yeah. Not orchids, because I'm allergic to them, so just put that in.
Okay, cool. Not orchids, right? Flowers, but not orchids.
Sorry. I might have thought about it for that one in.
Great detail. I love it. Got to be specific, right? You know, the last thing you want him to do is walk in with orchids, and then you're like, achoo. That would be the worst first date ever.
No, they make me come out on a bright red rash, like really bad.
Oh, you're lying. No. You just blush, don't you, when you get them? You're lying.
No. Honestly.
I'm teasing you.
Yeah, I know.
Well, listen, it's been fun having you on. To all the gentlemen out there listening right now, if you're looking for someone, if you're single and you would love someone with a sense of humour, because Safi, I can tell one thing you definitely have in oodles is a wonderful sense of humour.
Thank you.
And you also like dogs, I imagine, as well, because you've got a dog picture.
Yeah. Yeah.
There you go. So if you like dogs as well, then Safi is a woman. So get in touch with me first, gentlemen. 07925 700 272. And who knows, I may put you both in touch and you can take it from there. Safia, it's been a wonderful... No. It's been a wonderful pleasure having you on. I want to just say thank you for messaging me and coming on. It's always great fun to have someone. And we'll keep an eye out for you as well, no matter what happens today. And we're going to add this to the podcast if you're okay with that as well. And then that way it's still out there. And if someone wants to get in touch with me, they could do it in the future as well. You never know. Never know, right? Just got to plant the seeds now.
It's what the universe got to, the universe.
Exactly, right?
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much. That is how we do it, ladies and gentlemen. It's that painless, flirty at 8:30. If you ever want to take part, drop me a WhatsApp. For the first time ever, let's do a second flirty at 9:20, but 8:30. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
Calling all singles. Are you ready to get flirty at 8:30? Message the studio now and let the love doctor of Sunrise help you find love.
That's right. I'm about to help another person find love. Let's go to the phone. On the line, I have got lovely Kashmiri. Is that your real name, by the way?
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Originally, I'm Punjabi, but my mum named me after my uncle, who's called Kashmira.
Oh, wow. What a beautiful name. I absolutely love that. Yeah, such a beautiful name. Well, welcome to the show. For the first time ever, I'm doing 2 flirty 8:30s in one go, right? So I want you to tell firstly me where you're from and maybe just roughly your age if you want to share it, of course, as well.
Yeah, of course. So I'm Kashmir, I'm 23 and I'm from Swindon.
Oh, Swindon, I know it well. I've got cousins there and family there as well. Lovely area, lovely part of the world. Many years ago, this probably before you tell me, I don't know if it's still there, but is the Oasis still there?
You know what? I have no idea. I moved from Reading, so I'm quite new myself.
Gotcha. All right, cool. Fair enough. Anyway, right, back to the important questions. Obviously, my job is to try and help you find love. So we're going to put you out there. And if your potential soulmate may be listening, who knows, I could put you both in touch, right? So we could have Sunrise's first wedding. And of course, if it does happen, do give me an invite and make me your MC. You never know, right?
Absolutely. VIP guest.
That's what we like to hear. I'm holding you to that now. I've got a record of it. Anyway, right, let's go for it. So, first things first, how would your best mates describe you? Like, what words would they say? What makes you you?
I think number one, what they would say is loyal. I'm very genuine, down to earth. Humble and very loving. I care a lot about the people around me.
Oh, that's very sweet. I love that. Humble, loving, and so much more. And you sound it as well. You sound like so mature for your years as well, I have to say. That's one thing I did want to say to you, by the way.
Thank you. And I appreciate that. Thank you.
Oh, no, not at all. Not at all. So I would love to know, what's one main thing that you hope for in a partner? Like, what's one incredible characteristic that you're looking for?
If they're real, genuine, and humble, I would say.
I love that, because real is rare, but fake is everywhere, right?
Exactly.
It's so true, though. It's so true. Real is rare, fake is everywhere. But I think finding real people, genuine people, is the tough challenge that we face, isn't it?
Absolutely. Yeah, it is. And I think in this day and age, it's hard. So if I can find that, I think I'll be the luckiest girl.
Nice. I think you would. Absolutely. What makes you different from all the other girls out there? Like, I want to know genuinely something unique about you that, it makes you, one of a kind in the world.
I think a bit like a diamond. I think from my day and age, I'm really family driven. I cook, I clean, and I really care a lot about the people around me. And I really want to be about one person, dedicated to my soulmate, hopefully.
Oh, do you know what? This is so sweet. Honestly, I really am rooting for you so much to find that real special someone. Honestly, just hearing you speak, I'm like, tell me more. Yeah, carry on going. Yeah. All right, cool. So, now in terms of music, if your partner were to serenade you, what would you like to be serenaded with?
It would have to be Teri Meri Prem Kahani, for sure.
I like that one. That's a good choice, actually.
Very passionate. Yeah, very nice. Yeah.
And that was from, was it from Bodyguard, that one, right?
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, lovely song, isn't it?
Yeah, beautiful song. Very impassioned song. I absolutely love that. Now, I'm going to ask you two more questions, I think, actually. So firstly, what would a guy need to do to win over your heart? Now, I know you mentioned about being real, but just like something practical. What would make you think that he is genuinely genuine? Like, what one thing would he need to do just to make it, like, clear that he is who he says he is and he's the type of guy that you would like? Because you obviously said you're a little bit old-fashioned, so maybe do you think it's something like he holding open doors for you, that kind of thing, being very chivalrous? Would you say that's a thing?
Yeah, I think, all of what you just mentioned comes down to respect, and hopefully if the respect is there, all of that naturally just comes along with it, if that makes sense.
Makes perfect sense to me. Yeah, I absolutely love it. All right, I'm going to ask you one bonus question, all right? So you meet an amazing guy, you think he's the one, and of course you want to do something special for him. Like, what would you cook him, like on a third or fourth date, just to really kind of like lock it in to make sure that he stays with you? What would you impress him with? What would be your culinary skills to impress him with?
For me, it has to be a homemade Punjabi chicken curry with roti, and a nice salad, and maybe some raita if he's lucky.
Raita if he's lucky. I'm not sure if I've ever heard that in a sentence ever in my entire life. Raita if he's lucky. So just to do a quick recap, okay? How would your best friends describe you? Humble, loving. What's the main thing that you would hope for in a partner? Someone who's very real, very genuine. You want someone who is sincere. What makes you different from all the other girls? You're very family driven. You're slightly traditional, aren't you? You like to cook, clean, all that kind of stuff, and look after your special people in your life. I love that. And then you would serenade them with some Teri Meri from Bodyguard, which is again a great choice of song. And what would he need to do to win you over? Be a bit chivalrous, but show respect. And if you wanted to impress him with a meal, it would be some chicken curry with some roti and and if he deserves it, some raita.
Yeah. That's like if he's the one.
Have I summed it up well?
Yeah, you have. I think that sounds great.
That doesn't sound too bad at all, I have to say. And I think
I was really nervous though, but I think you just made me feel very comfortable.
Oh, well, that is my job. That's what I'm supposed to do. But I just wanted to say, honestly, I hope it doesn't sound condescending in any way, because it's not what my intention is. But from a 23-year-old, you just sound so mature. And listening to you, I genuinely feel like I really hope you find an incredible gentleman, a real gentleman in your life.
That.
Yeah,
that means so much. I think I'm ready.
Yeah, you deserve it as well. You absolutely deserve it. So I want to say, while you're still there on the phone, to all the guys out there, if you are a respectful gentleman and you want a woman who's going to be your partner in crime, look after you as well as be looked after by you, of course, as well. But then I think you should reach out to me and let's put you in touch and see what happens. Because I think this, who knows, right? Could be, I've got a good feeling about you. I really feel like you're going to be the first Sunrise wedding.
I can't wait. I'm getting really excited now.
Me too. But listen, if it's okay with you, we're going to add this to the podcast so people can hear it in the future. So you never know. We might hear from someone 6 months down the line. Could be. Who knows?
You never know. Yeah.
You never know. But it's been such a pleasure having you on. I've really enjoyed every second of that. So I'm going to put you back on hold, Kashmir, but I just want to say once again, I love your name. And that was Kashmir from Swindon, everyone. And to all the gentlemen, real gentlemen, I'm going to be vetting all these guys and making sure they're real, genuine gentlemen. So if you want me to put you in touch with her, drop me a WhatsApp. But there you go, ladies and gentlemen, the second Flirty at 8:30 today.
Catch our love guru, Amit Sodha, between 7 p.m. and 10 p.m. every Sunday for that chill out zone.